Here on Maybe I'm Rambling, we talk about another alien politician with a completely capricious view on reality. Our Betsy DeVoe calls for student debt forgiveness a truly insidious notion and free college a socialist takeover. Because who needs intelligence, people? Outgoing Education Secretary Betsy DeVoe presented a spirited defense of her record after 4 years and skewered proposals from progressive politicians related to student debt cancellation and free college at the virtual 2020 Federal Student Aid FSA training conference on Tuesday. After nearly 4 years on the job, I want to take a few moments to reflect on the remarkable transformations that we led at FCA in recent years. DeVoe said at the beginning of the keynote speech, and then discussed what still needs to be done for students. A socialist takeover of higher education, the vote will take aim at proposals to cancel student debt, a proposal that the incoming Biden administration campaigned on, calling debt forgiveness a truly insidious notion of government gift giving. We heard shrill calls to cancel, to forgive, to make it all free, the vote added. Any innocuous label out there can't obviously it was really wrong. Shows that condemn the Democrats' supported idea of providing free college to lower income Americans, calling the proposal a socialist takeover of higher education. Oh, look at the little goblin. Oh, little goblin. Glasses. Thinks he's people. U.S. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos speaks at Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government in Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA, September 28, 2017, Reuters, Mary Schwalm. Now, depending on your personal politics, some of you might find the notion as scary as I do, DeVoe said. What a scary person. But mark my words, none of you would like the way it will work. The way the government has handled student loans was a case in point, she argued. The first step was monopolizing student lending. DeVoe said 1.5 trillion later, can anyone say with a straight face that students are better off? The taxpayers better off? Make college free will warrant the quality of American higher ed, DeVoe claimed, adding, if the politicians proposing free college today get their way, just watch our colleges and universities begin to resemble a failing K-12 school. The customer service of DMV debut. Hey, the DMV is not as useless as the politicians. DeVoe also asserted that it would be fundamentally unfair to ask two-thirds of Americans who don't go to college to pay the bills of the mere one-third who do. It's even more unfair to those who help their end of the bargain and pay back the student loans themselves to subsidize those who don't save, plan, and pay. But it's hard for them to do so because, you're under a recession right now. Instead, she proposed to pick FCA, which holds $1 trillion loan portfolio, a standalone government agency with its own board of governors. Great, more bureaucracy. Today, FCA has more than 1.5 trillion outstanding loans on the books. DeVoe noted too many of those loans are either delinquent and default or loans on which borrowers are paying so little that their loan balance continues to grow. It was deeply inappropriate speech. Reaction to her speech was swift and sharp as it should be. It was a deeply inappropriate speech to begin at the apolitical training conference. Eddie Conroy, Associate Director of Institutional Transformation at Temple University's Hope Center College, Community and Justice, told Yahoo Finance it was a nakedly political speech, which is very on brand for Betsy DeVoe. It also frankly feels very anti-higher education. Finally, someone gets it. DeVoe's comments on forgiveness being insidious was also concerning. Conroy added, I'm I kind of am sort of gobsmacked by that. Oh goodness. Gobsmacked. Oh man. Fundamentally, this was a Secretary of Education didn't feel like students deserved much support at all. And this is just an extension of that general feeling. Look at that. Look at that. The face of Satan right there. Glasses. Ugh. She makes people with glasses look bad, bro. U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVoe intends to getting America's children safely back to school event in the State Room, the White House in Washington, D.C. on August 12, 2020. Betsy Mayotte, president of the Institute of the Student Loan Advisors, told Yahoo Finance that the comments show a real lack of understanding what the average college student looks like and on the issue of the cost of higher education. It appears she not spent her time as secretary studying the data and issues, but instead chose to hang her hat on the partisan policy one-liners. I'll be back. Mayotte added that's to say, loan forgiveness is not fair to those who pay off their loans, also misunderstanding. That assumed that the playing field is equal to begin with. Yeah, because some people make more money than others. That's just a side fact here in this capitalist country. Amid the largely political speech, I'm not speaking out against capitalism, okay? I'm just stating the facts. DeVille mentioned one topic that everyone seems to agree on right now. The cost of higher education is becoming out of control. Oh, finally, someone else who gets it. Institutions must also take a long look in the mirror, DeVille said. The higher education industry needs to deliver products that are worth the price tag. And quite frankly, it needs to not be an industry. Higher education, if America really cared about higher education, the price of going to college should not be 80K for 4 years. Because if you can make 80K in 4 years, then you wouldn't need to go to college. That's a ridiculous number. Who in the world can really afford 80K for 4 years? Disregarding the fact of food if you get it from the schools and the books themselves are like $200 $300 for a book, and it could be 1 inch thick. And there are multiple groups that makes it very hard to get these books on retail. So like each year you gotta buy a new book. You can't use the book from the previous era be, because they they it's monopoly in and of itself. Like for instance, the book that is like $300 is only there's only a few information shuffled each year or so. So the book they get from last year is the same as what you have to get right now. They only shuffle a few words in the book to justify republishing it. That type of stuff, that type of that type of a procedure should not be legal. They price you out of a higher education and they force you to get degrees to get decent jobs. And once upon a time, you didn't need a degree to get a job. You had to pay them for the ability to work, basically. And it's crap like that. It's the reason why America go in a recession because there's not enough people making money. There's not enough people with the money to send to put into college so they make more money. It's a is a predatory practice and needs to go. And it's sickos like this that just that is contributing heavily to our poverty right now. Look at that goblin with glasses on. Bitsy DeVoe, you need to get fired, like for real. You are a terrible person. But hey, I'm just a guy who's rambling. And that's it for maybe I'm rambling. Put your comments in the comments section so I may see your thoughts. Also, I would like to like for you to subscribe to get more of these videos. And goodbye.